Greetings, everybody. It's about 11 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time on Friday, May 3rd, 2024. Legality's sake, remember that I am a clairvoyant, clairaudient psychic, so everything is entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, form your own opinions, and yeah, I'm just gonna spit out what I've been looking at today, and I'm kind of laughing. Yeah, we've got idiots out there yapping about climate change, climate control, who's actually controlling the weather and everything nonsense. Well, it's kind of funny. Another rainstorm goes through the Arabian Peninsula, and Dubai is flooded out again. And of course, that's right on the Straits of Hormuz. And the straits are only that water body of water is about 11 miles in width. So then it goes into Iraq and into Iran. So I wonder who's actually trying to flood out the Islamic Republic. I mean, that hard packed desert soil doesn't absorb water as quickly as it does here in the States. And I guess there's areas here in the States that are getting flooded out in England, but that terrain is readily available to absorb water where the desert area is not. It's like trying to pour water onto cement. So, yeah, they're getting flooded out, and I wonder who's actually in charge of it. So, I think it's kind of funny. Some other stuff that I've been seeing, I guess there's a convent, I think it's in Arlington, Texas, that they're at war with the Vatican as to who controls the convent. Is it the mother house of the religious order of nuns or the local bishop? I was taught they were two separate entities, but I guess Rome wants more and more control over their misogynistic religion. I mean, anyone who goes and does any real homework on the Catholic faith, you're going to find out that everything goes according to whatever misogynistic plan is being put forward out to the global world. And yeah, so right now it's a lot of stuff is hitting the fan, and allegedly the Chicago Cardinal Blaise Suchek, whatever, he's the idiot. The Rome wants control of the Chicago Catholic Diocese because they're like the number one ground landowner in the city of Chicago. Yeah, a lot of your high-rise buildings in the Chicago Loop, downtown area, and the River North area, where the Mag Mile, where all the nice stores used to be, all that ground was owned by the Catholic Church, and those buildings, they pay ground rent monthly. So I guess Rome wants the money that's coming into the Chicago diocese. So it's kind of ridiculous. Now, I have been seeing already they're getting the returns in for the UK elections, and in some areas the guys on the Labour side have been sweeping the polls, but I'm not going to make any statements till tomorrow, till Sunday, because I'll be tomorrow's Saturday, so I won't do a video, but Sunday afternoon I'll have another live stream up where people can jump in. By that time, we'll know what's happening in the UK when it comes to who's running the show. But I'm hoping that people did get off their butts to go vote, and if they saw a Muslim name, you vote for whoever's running against them. That's the only way to save that country. It's like, stop letting the people that are sworn allegiance to the Islamic Republic, don't give them any more power. They want to destroy England. I mean, just go through Western Europe, and it's many of the capital cities are over 50% Muslim. Brussels is like 70%. it's come down to one of the only safe countries is Hungary, and the other countries that are saying no to allowing these members of the Islamic army to take over. I mean, France is up a creek real bad right now. It's like, just imagine what kind of stuff is going to hit the fan come the Summer Olympics. You know those mullahs are going to go batshit crazy because women will be in short, tight clothing, leaving nothing to the imagination. So you know the mullahs are going to pull shit. They are going to pull shit. And there's going to be a lot of riots in Paris come the Olympics. Just like Chicago's going to go batshit crazy when the Democratic Convention comes here. It's going to make 68 look like a family picnic. There will be more, and they're already setting the ground rules for it. Because right now, okay, Northwestern, I showed the fence of disgrace. All of that camping equipment is now, it has been divvied up between University of Chicago and DePaul University. It's funny, DePaul is a Catholic university, and depending on the weather tomorrow, I might make a way up there, but we'll see. I may have to wait until Monday to go up and see if I can film any remaining evidence of their little sit-in. I will not go down to University of Chicago by myself because it's in a neighborhood that, because I use public transportation, it's not safe for a white female to use public transportation to go down to that area. It's not safe for white females solo anywhere near University of Chicago. Yeah. But with all these protests, now those of us here in the States, we're seeing the real deal on the newscast. But the other international broadcast systems like Reuters and Euromax and DW News start doing some comparison. Those are, Reuters especially, they're applauding the pro-Palestinian idiots that are locking down Columbia University. Reuters really made the New York Police Department look god-awful when they went into the building to arrest the little snots. So Reuters News is basically making America look bad, along with DW News. I mean, DW is like complaining because JoJo isn't supporting them, and the Democratic National Committee is not supporting the pro-Palestinians. Well, they're kind of caught in a quandary because we know that Barry's actually running the country. He's a Muslim. And so he's sitting on the fence right now because Barry knows that there still are a lot of blue Jews kicking in cash to the Democrats. And if Barry lets his real opinions be known, they're going to lose the vote of every blue Jew in America. It's something that they can't afford to lose right now. But I have seen some of these horrible news clips where they've interviewed people who actually were out there protesting in 68 through 70, from about 68 to 76. And these idiots that supported Jane Fonda and the anti-Vietnam War stuff. And they applauded when Vietnam was taken over by the communists. These people are going out and helping the young, stupid idiots and their grandchildren who are protesting on the college campuses. So yes, these are the grandkids of the people who went out and celebrated the summers of love, the Woodstock people of Woodstock era who, these are their grandkids and they've been thoroughly indoctrinated. In my opinion, and so like so many others who have said, these protesters, this nonsense has to end. They need to be arrested, tried, sentenced, expelled, and all their information, not their transcripts, will disappear with one couple keys on the computer. All their transcripts will miraculously disappear. Yes. But they'll still have to pay off those student loans. So every single college brat, and remember, they can use eyeball recognition, needs to be expelled from school and their transcripts gone. They'll have to start over from scratch. Now, I do want to say a happy belated birthday to Princess Charlotte. She turned 9. So this is the last year she's in single digits. And the new big stink is, yes, we do know that Rachel will not be going to the Invictus Games event that's in a couple weeks. But she will go to Nigeria, which is ridiculous because the U.S. State Department Nigeria is on the level 3 warning list. The U.S. State Department tells people, don't go. But here they're making it a quasi-royal tour when they're no longer allowed to use the HRH. But of course she's going to go there because she's 43% Nigerian. Well, for someone who allegedly studied international stuff, she doesn't know what she's talking about. But hey, we see what kind of idiots are being produced by Northwestern University, so we just got to chalk it up. Hey, she was an example on how to turn stupid kids into further stupid idiot adults. She's a byproduct of a left-wing education. Definitely. And now it's coming out that in different areas, somebody from MI5 is starting to leak information about Rachel. And they're starting to become more and more vocal about who they call Archofficial and Invisibet. Yes. The statements and the photos don't match up. And it's basically, yes, MI5 and other sources out of the UK are now starting to leak the information about her alleged first pregnancy, or the pregnancy where after she married Henry. All of this information is being dribbled out. And wouldn't be surprising if when all the documentation, the actual documentation is brought forth, Henry will be forced to sign abdication documents, relinquishing his claim of succession, which therefore it removes those alleged children from succession also. So it's going to be it's all going to come out. Some things will be tossed at him at the at this Invictus thing. He's going to be asked or required to provide some extreme information. And this is going to be his downfall. He's going to stumble over it. And I think it's going to be Mike Tyndall who's going to call him out on the crap. And high-ranking members of the British military. Henry still wants to wear those medals and still claim that, oh, he's a member of whatever. They may strip him of what medals he did get and be placed in somewhat of a court-martial situation. Expect a lot of hot news to be really coming out, and it's going to be dripped out over the next week or so. But it will be leading to the downfall. And the trip into Nigeria is not going to go as well planned as they expected. And it would not be surprising if they need to be, if certain types of diplomatic intercession is needed to get them out of Nigeria. It's going to get nasty. They're going to need help to get out of there, because Nigeria is one of the most corrupt areas. Nigerians, many of the tribes don't like anyone who's Christian, and of course he's part of the Anglican faith. His father heads up the Anglican Church. They're going to need diplomatic intercession to get him out. And Blinken may have to go there to pull her out. I just get a bad vibe all the way around about it. And it will be explosive, and it will trigger other things to have happen. And with the nonsense that's going on in the Middle East, there is going to be I'm getting a really sick feeling right now, and I'm feeling France. They're going to go after Lourdes next. They already trashed out Notre Dame. These evil people, they're going to go after Lourdes. So the people on the pilgrimages, I'd stay away from there right now. Any large, big Catholic shrine cathedral, they're going to start targeting. The Muslims are really going to go after, and they're going to hit the big ones, the big sites in Western Europe. France, like I said, has the Sacré-Cœur in Paris, Lourdes. They won't go into Portugal for Fatima. Giorgia Meloni has them by the balls, so they won't go after the sites in Italy. But they may try to go toward Medjugorje and that church where the Black Madonna is at. I think that's in Poland. And of course they're going after every holy site in Bethlehem, Nazareth, Jerusalem. They're going to start showing their colors by going after the Catholic sites. We know that they want to annihilate anyone of Jewish blood, anyone who has Jewish DNA. But now they're going to be more and more open about going after the Catholics. And They're already seeing vandalism at various churches here in the United States in the cities, New York, Chicago. They're already seeing it. So, and some places already have to have 24-hour armed guards protecting the buildings from possible arson and vandalism. And once these Islamic radicals, extremists, start desecrating the Christian churches, then it's going to be worldwide. People are going to start standing up, and homegrown militias are going to start kicking off. And okay, something just popped. It's people are going to start standing up, and they're not going to wait for the National Guard. These kids at this college, these idiots, these pro-Palestine idiots here at the schools. Okay, tomorrow is the anniversary of Kent State. It's not going to be a National Guard who fires the lethal POW. It's going to be some God-fearing Christians going after, and they may create the martyrs. Okay, I'm seeing images right now. I don't want to. I gotta shut down. So, hey, thanks for watching. Live broadcast Sunday at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. Bye.